In this lesson, we're going to be learning a classic Spanish flamenco classical piece called Malaguena. It's more of a flamenco guitar thing, but it sounds cool on ukulele. It's a total finger picking thing. It's one of the probably easier classical style pieces that we could do. And it's fun because there's a lot of improvisation involved in it. There's a million versions of this. Everybody plays it a little different, but there's basically two main themes in it that I want to show you. And also the scale that's used at the beginning to do some improv. So let's start with that scale. It's called a Phrygian Dominant scale. I'm not going to go into the theory of it a lot, but just to show you what it is, you can play open G, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, then 1st fret, 2nd fret. You can already tell right away that it has that Spanish sound to it. Then we have open E, 1st fret E, 3rd fret E, open A, 1st fret A, 3rd fret A. Okay? Okay, so that's the scale. So you can kind of mess around with that at the beginning and in the breaks. It's like a free time kind of solo thing. And you can throw these chords in between. That's what I was doing when I played the intro there. And the two chords are A7. So it's just your first finger on the C string, 1st fret, and D minor. So that's 2, 2, 1. So you play a little lick, then play your A7, like a kind of a drawn out strum, or you could do a roll strum. We have a lesson on roll strum. That's a real flamenco thing. It's all in flamenco. It's called rasgueado, where you're using. You can put your thumb on the G string if you need the support, and you kind of flick out your fingers one at a time. 3rd fret or 3rd finger, 2nd, 1st. But if you do it fast, it sounds like a roll. Okay, so you could do that. So you play a little lick, anything you want really. It can be a short little thing. Then you do another one, and you play the D minor chord. Play your chord. You can do this as long as you want. This is kind of a free-for-all, just improv. I'm making all this up as I'm going along. You don't have to do it this long. You also gives you an opportunity to throw in some hammer-ons, pull-offs, and some vibrato. So whenever you're done with that, then we get into the main theme of the song, which is an A major chord. It's basically A major and D minor. And then we have this finger picking thing. So you're going to play an A major chord, and you're going to alternate between the G, C, and E strings and playing this note on the A string. So you're going to pick thumb, and then you can use any finger you want for the A string. I tend to use my 3rd or 2nd. You can use your 1st. You just need your thumb and one other finger, whatever is most comfortable to you. So you're going to go. So it's G string, A string, C string, A string, E string, A string. You can play it as slow or as fast as you'd like. You can even kind of slow down and speed up. Okay, so I think you play it twice. You play it twice, then you go to the D minor chord. But we don't need this note. We're just going to move these two fingers down. Then you're not going to pick the G string first. You're going to pick the C string first. So C string, A string, E string, A string. Then you're going to lift this finger, play the E string again. So we have, then you're going to go to this string, then you're going to lift this finger off, then 3rd fret on the G, then 2nd fret on the G. So it's then you go back to the A and you start all over. Okay, so it sounds more complicated than it is, really. You just need to play it slow at first and get it down. And then the speed will come. So there's nothing wrong with playing it slow. Okay, so then the other part, the last part, is this little chord thing. Okay, so it starts on A. So the strum pattern is, so it's down, up, down. Let's see. So it's down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. Then you slide. You just slide up a half step. And then you do the same thing. One time there. Move up a whole step. So those last two chords are divided, that last bar is divided up. So it's, so your last downstroke of that pattern is back on this chord, from here to here. And then you start it over again. Now you notice, after my down, up, when I come back down, I'm doing a dead note, because flamenco is real percussive music. So anytime you can add some percussive elements, it's very rhythmic, you should do it. You can even do a knock. You know, with your nails or something real that will make it kind of more high-pitched. Maybe not so much like a thump, like a bass drum. It's more of a knock. Now this is really simplifying it, because if you listen to flamenco players, it's much more complicated, but it's kind of a beginner's kind of thing. So that's that chord progression. Now something else you can do to add some flavor to it is your first downstroke, instead of doing a downstroke, do a roll strum. Then when you're done with that, you kind of let it ring out, and then you can go back into your little improv melodic scale stuff. And then back into your theme. That's the 3 parts. The beautiful thing about this song, and I really enjoy playing it, is because you can kind of do whatever you want. There's no, I have yet to find like a specific, this is Malaguena original recording. I mean, it's so old that there's just a million different versions on YouTube. And some of them, there's so much improv in it, I have a hard time finding that actual melody in it. So, really fun tune, finger picking, little different styles, some flamenco stuff in there, a chance to really use that roll strum. So that's Malaguena.